Audio 4.4.
Thank you very much. I'm here to talk to you about one of the most serious health risks society is facing today, which, by the way, you're all doing right now. Any guesses? Yes, sitting. We spend hours and hours sitting at the desk at work, followed by a few more hours of sitting on the couch at home, and I haven't even mentioned the daily commute. The fact is that the human body is not designed to stay still for long periods. We evolved to move, and a number of bodily functions like circulation depend directly on it. There are several consequences of being in the one position for long periods. Some of them are more obvious, like strain on your spine or DVT, that's deep vein thrombosis. But some lesser-known effects might surprise you. Did you know, for example, that when sitting, your lungs send less oxygen to the brain, or that sitting's linked to several types of cancer and heart disease? And it's also about how long we spend being sedentary every day. Studies have indicated that people who sit for 6 hours a day have higher mortality rates than those who sit for 3, regardless of physical activity. You can be a triathlete in your free time, but if you're sitting too much, you're risking your health. Dr. James Levine, a specialist in the area, has summed up his findings in 2 sentences. Sitting's more dangerous than smoking, kills more people than HIV, and is more treacherous than parachuting. We're sitting ourselves to death. I guess by now you're feeling the urge to get up and stretch, right? Feel free to do so. That's exactly what I'm going to talk to you about next, and give you some tips about how to start turning things around. Let's start with those situations when you can't get up, much like in a plane, for instance. I'm guessing many of you have to go on business trips quite often, right? Well, the best thing to do when you're stuck in a seat is to move your feet in circles and massage your legs. Keep that blood flowing. It's also very helpful to drink lots of water. And don't feel guilty about bothering the flight attendants for some more. They're the lucky ones. They get to walk around most of the time during the flight. In your day-to-day office life, there are a number of very simple things you can do in relation to this problem, even before you get there. Commuting can mean quite a long time sitting, so why not park further away from the building entrance? It's just the walk you need to stretch your legs after the car ride, and I guarantee you'll find a spot much more easily. Now, what about in the office itself? We all know that the advice is to regularly stand up and walk around. But who has the time to do this? So instead, we really should be deliberately creating situations in which we have to get out of our seats several times a day. Take your desk, for instance. We tend to organize it so that everything is to hand. But what we should be doing is putting the phone or files we need to refer to all the time in a place where we have to stand up and get them. Another thing, if you have a meeting that doesn't require going over a lot of paperwork, why not take a stroll and have it in the nearest park? Studies suggest that walking meetings are actually much more productive. Remember what I said about limited blood circulation to your brain when you're sitting? So, to wrap up with a catchphrase that's going around a lot just now, sitting is the new smoking. However, don't forget that there are a lot of little things you can incorporate into your daily routine today that will make a world of difference. Thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, I'd be very happy to answer them now.